Am I the asshole for refusing to donate my kidney to my estranged father who abandoned me as a child? I, 28 female, was raised by my mom after my dad walked out on us when I was 5. He left us to start a new family and had little to no contact with me growing up. He never paid child support or even called on birthdays or holidays. For years, I struggled with feelings of abandonment, but eventually I moved on and built a life without him. Fast forward, out of the blue, I get a call from his wife telling me my father is very sick and needs a kidney transplant. She told me that I'm the best match and begged me to get tested. Apparently, his other family members aren't compatible. Since then, I've been bombarded with messages from his side of the family calling me selfish and heartless. They say I'm letting him fry, die, and lay to the side, if y'all know what that means. Out of spite, that I need to be the quote unquote bigger person. Even mom thinks I should consider it, not for him, but to avoid carrying guilt if he fizzles away. I don't feel guilty. I feel like he's reaping what he sowed. Ooh, child. But part of me wonders if I'm being too harsh. Am I the asshole for refusing to donate my kidney to the father that abandoned me? So now all of a sudden they want you to be the golden child. After 23 years of neglect, 23 years of neglect, all of a sudden you're supposed to come in like the superhero and wear the fucking cape on your fucking back? I don't think so. This man could not even be bothered to even text you, call you on your birthday, not even send you like a I hope you're good text or even call you, nothing like that. Now that he's in a kerfuffle, he done found the time to get the broom to sweep the dust off your name? Bitch, what? That motherfucker and his family are fucking bold as fuck. And they have the audacity to fucking guilt trip you. Get the fuck out of here. Where was he when it was birthday time? Where was he on your first day of school? Like, how dare you? You have the audacity, the motherfucking audacity. Be the bigger person. Be the bigger person. Wasn't your father supposed to be the bigger person for 23 years? What happened to that? If they don't go sit their asses down somewhere, for me, child, that would have been a problemo, okay? A problem, an issue. If you already built your life without him, don't feel guilty if you made your decision not to help him. Stand firm in your decision. And if you feel like it's not going to bother you for the rest of your life, don't give in to what people are trying to pressure you to do. And that's just that. Are you the asshole? No, the fuck you ain't the asshole, okay? Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend's family I needed my hands amputated after they kept giving me craft supplies as gifts? I, 25 female, have been with my boyfriend, 26 male, for about 3 years. I'm really into crafting and love reusing things most people would throw away, like empty bottles or soda tabs. Over time, my boyfriend's family started saving these things for me, like old cans or random scraps, and I thought it was super sweet. I've always appreciated that they thought of me. But here's where things got kind of weird. My birthday is close to my boyfriend's sister's, 28 female, 5 days apart, so we had a joint birthday party last year. As gifts, they gave me a bag full of quote unquote craft supplies like soda tabs, empty bottles, and some random other bits and bobs. I mean, it was thoughtful in a way, but then his sister got these nice gifts like a Pandora charm bracelet and an Apple Watch. I felt a little embarrassed, to be honest, but I kept smiling and thanked them because I really do appreciate gifts in general. My boyfriend noticed and he got really upset. He even wanted to call them out, but I told him to let it go and not cause any drama. Then last Christmas happened. A few days before, I'd hurt my wrist at the gym. Nothing major, just a scrape and some bandages. But I hadn't told his family about it since I hadn't seen them. Only my family and my boyfriend knew what actually happened. Christmas morning comes and we're all opening presents together. His family gave everyone else these amazing gifts, new shoes, jewelry, an iPhone, gift cards worth hundreds of dollars. When I opened mine, I got an empty soda bottle, some used and dirty aluminum foil, a handful of soda tabs. That was it. Sweetie, they clearly don't respect your shit. Look, I'm all about crafting, but this felt insulting. My boyfriend was fuming, but we decided to keep it quiet for now. Then his family asked me, all smiling, "Do you like your gifts?" I smiled back and I said, "Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. But unfortunately, I won't be able to use them anymore because of an accident." They looked confused, so I explained that my injury was worse than it looked and that both my hands would have to be amputated. My boyfriend nodded with a straight face and added, "We hadn't told anyone yet because it was a really emotional situation for me." Their faces went white. They started apologizing, saying they have no idea and how awful they felt. A few of them even looked like they might cry. I just nodded and said, "It's okay, I'm used to it by now," and left it at that. We left shortly after. So here's the thing, my hands are fine. It was just a couple of scrapes, but I was hurt and angry about the quote unquote gifts that I wanted them to realize how thoughtless they were being. My boyfriend thinks I was justified, but later his sister texted me saying I was cruel for quote unquote making a scene and guilt tripping the whole family on Christmas. I guess the word got to her that my hands are fine. So now I'm starting to feel a little bad. Did I go too far? Am I the asshole? Child, where do we even begin with this one? First of all, congrats on being the family's personal recycling center. Woo! Ooh, kudos to you. I mean, nothing really says we give a fuck like a dirty pile of aluminum foil. The family is basically telling you, bitch, we like you, but we don't love you. We like you, but we don't like you like that, okay? And you're not getting the gift card, you're not getting the iPhone, you're not getting nothing but the garbage that we're gonna give you. Your response was chef's kiss. Mwah. And the fact that you was able to stir the motherfucking pot while keeping a straight face, that's bonus points. Pretending that your hands were about to be gone and amputated just to make sure that they understood that their gift was fucking trash, okay? Every year is the same shit with them, is absolutely iconic and is diabolical. Now, I ain't even gonna hold you. It was a little dramatic to say that your hands were being amputated because, you know, that's manifesting shit that we don't want. But honestly, they really needed that wake up call, for real, for real. Sis, you snapped. And the fact that they felt guilty, good for them, bumbleclot. Maybe next year they'll put more thought into the gift and they won't be giving you shit out of their fucking trash can. You're not the asshole, you're the petty queen, and we all need a little petty in our lives. Am I the asshole for not letting my sister's kids use my toy room? I, 34 male, am child-free and have been my entire life. I've always loved hobbies like building Lego sets, collecting action figures, and even some light gaming. Over the years, I've turned one of the rooms in my house into a toy room, which is my personal space filled with collectibles, intricate Lego models, and a few rare items I've spent a lot of time and money acquiring. My sister, 38 female, has 3 kids, 9, 7, and 5. She's always known I'm into this stuff and never seems to care until recently when her family came over to visit. Her youngest son saw the room while I was showing my brother-in-law around the house and immediately got excited. He asked if he can go in and play. I gently told him that the room wasn't for playing and I'd be happy to set up some toys he could use in the living room instead. This didn't go over so well with my sister. She said that I was being ridiculous and that I should let the kids be kids and enjoy themselves. I stood firm and explained that many of the items in the room were fragile, expensive, or had sentimental value. Her kids were disappointed and she accused me of being selfish. She's since brought it up many times, saying that I'm hoarding toys from actual children and making her feel unwelcome. To be clear, I love my niece and nephews. I've always gotten them gifts for their birthdays and played with them when they visit. But I see my collection more as a hobby or an art display than something for kids to handle. It's not like I have a house full of toys and I'm refusing to share. It's one dedicated room that I've spent years building up. My parents are split on the issue. My mom thinks I could have quote unquote compromised by supervising the kids in the room, but my dad sides with me saying it's my house, my rules. My sister's still upset, and now I'm starting to wonder if I overreacted. So am I the asshole for not letting my sister's kids play in my toy room? No, you're not the asshole. Your sister sounds like one of those parents that will let their kids fuck some shit up and then be like, Johnny's just a kid. She sounds like one of those parents that do not discipline their kids when they do something wrong, do not hold their kids accountable for doing something wrong. And if somebody else tries to discipline or say something about their kids, it's a problem for her. Stand firm on your decision in not letting them inside of that room. Because like you said, you got collectibles in there, you have figurines in there, and I'm sure that stuff is worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. And it means something to you. The fact that you were able to compromise and tell your sister, you know what, I don't want them inside of that room, but I can put a little area for them to be in so that they can play. And then she sat there and was like, oh no, you're selfish. That says a lot about her. That means that she don't give a fuck if your kids go in that room and tear your shit up. I would have told her, listen, you cannot come back over here. And that's just that, because you don't respect my boundaries in my house. I mean, unless you're paying all your bills and your rent and shit like that, then I guess maybe she could have some say so. But if you're paying your bills and that's your place with your shit in there, then there's no reason why there should be any type of debate on what I want done in my house. Bottom line is, you're not the asshole. And if it was me, I would have told her, if you and your kids cannot respect my boundaries, you're not allowed over here.